AskReddit by Toolmaster. What could the USA have spent $1 trillion on instead of a 17-year-long war in Afghanistan? A box of avocados in Australia. Your avocados cost like kiwis in India? A 14-year-long war in Liechtenstein. Those fuckers have had it too easy for too long. 14 years? It would probably only take a day. You can walk across it in about 3 hours. Paid off the 2017 deficit and some of the 2016 one. Wouldn't have mattered though because this year's one is $895 billion so far. Oh, you could have set up 5,000 fully staffed schools for 20 years. You could have got yourself off coal and oil completely as a power source. You could have created a transport system across the USA that is second to none. You could have sent a man to Mars, twice. Wow, war is stupid. Half the mods for Train Simulator. You'd have to wait for the Steam Winter Sale to afford that much. Fix the bridges. But that's so many bridges. A Death Star. Edit, a small one. According to Forbes we'd still be short. https://www.forbes.com/carol-pinchevsky/2012/002/how-much-would-it-would-would-wars/ Boots on the ground, Mars ground. Afghanistan kinda looks like Mars, why not just go there and pretend we are on Mars? Deleted. Would you not believe your lungs? If 560 trillion laid the bugs. Afghan vet here, I'd have liked to see that money go towards the EPA, education, space exploration, healthcare, actually helping vets, homelessness, bridge repair, virtually anything. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan have been so wasteful and costly in terms of lives and money spent. Afghanistan at least started with good intentions, but quickly devolved into whatever the fuck it became. I think clusterfuck with no real objective is what I'm looking for. 10/10 love this thread. Edit, I was Army, MOS was 11B for those who asked. Almost every vet I've talked to at length about Afghanistan has had this conclusion. Solar panels. At roughly $3.14 per watt-h. $1 trillion is worth of solar would generate 318,471,337,580 watt-h or 318 gigawatt-h. The US use is about 966 gigawatts. So a third of all power could be almost free. Or you could remove all coal and petroleum generation from the grid. Or you could give everyone free car charging, which would spur on the auto market, and reduce dependence on the Middle East for fuel, improve air quality and lower the medical issues it causes. Or blow people up in an endless cycle of pain, suffering and misery. Free healthcare, or free education. Both would probably feed back into the quality of life and prosperity of the country. Quality post. Dual arena. Honestly, all international conflicts should be resolved by the dual arena. 17 one-year wars in various parts of the world. The most bang for your buck, honestly. A moon base would have been nice. I think I would have been much happier if they wasted it all on a moon base that never amounted to anything. 50 nuclear power plants. Oh, and for those that care, for every nuke plant you build, you can eliminate almost 2 coal plants. Deleted. For this money we could get sealed originals too. Still in the canisters. That money could have been used to pay off almost 5% of the national debt. What a waste. Pay it to whom? I'm no expert, but if it were a game, I'd invest it 60-20-20 among infrastructure, education and healthcare. Infrastructure upfront so that those who are already ailing or stupid can help build a nation that the gradually more intelligent and healthy populace could benefit from. Deleted. On a PC that can run Crisis on medium settings. Whoa, we've only got $1 trillion, bud. Let's not go too crazy here. Fruit by the foot. https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/fruit_by_the_foot is apparently 3 feet of fun. On Amazon, you can get 72 of them for $28.66. That means that, by the meter, fruit costs about 41 cents. For $1 trillion, you could get about 2.5 trillion meters, or 2.5 billion kilometers. For that money you could, if you were so inclined, produce a string of fruit by the foot long enough to get you to Mars and back, 22 times. This is by far the worst plan I have seen to land on Mars. Deleted. Red Alert 3 is the only correct choice. I want attack dolphins, mechas and the insanely attractive military officers that wear mini skirts. That was a war we can all get behind. Improving our educational system. Keeping teachers above the poverty line would be nice. A 170-year war with Canada. A more efficient 25-year-long war in Afghanistan. A more inefficient 10-minute war in Afghanistan. Just not spending it would have been a good option. Of course, our national debt is like 20+ trillion, so that's only 5% of the total. Those debt figures are so misleading though, only like 6 trillion, still a fuck ton I know, is actually owned by foreign countries. The largest portion of our debt is to our own citizens. Not to mention we are actually owed more money by all foreign nations combined than we owe to all foreign nations combined, 9 trillion vs 6 trillion respectively. Not to mention we get a higher return in GDP from spending money we borrow on development than the interest on that borrowed money, at least right now. But I get it, global economics are hard to understand. Anything. A war somewhere else. Doing 2 chicks at the same time. Fucking A. 235 294 117 647 05 Lego Jar Jar Binks figures. Deleted. Mancheeters. Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water. Hookers and cocaine. Free hooker for every unmarried citizen. Divorce rate would skyrocket overnight. 5 college textbooks. You found a discount wholesaler? Improving the education system. As a teacher to be, I feel this country's education is shit, teachers pay as shit, and we're expected to teach the next generation when we sometimes don't even have the supplies to do so teachers have to buy them. How much supplies, improvements, and adjustments could have been made to schools in that time and with that money? The idea, to me, is unfathomable. Fucking lamps. The moth population agrees. That would be a lot of beer and pizza. Like a whole lot. Gotta be at least 17. RuneScape membership for everyone. Better healthcare. You could have better health whilst spending less. The US has the least economically efficient healthcare system in the world. Several ponies.